Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. We are working with the Celebratory Sips DSP this week. I have decided that this week I'm going to challenge myself to make as many different types of cards as I can using this designer series paper. I love the way they have printed out the glasses on one page so you can actually trim around them. I don't have the dies and I don't have the stamp set. I loved the paper, but didn't really think I'd have a use for a lot of the stamps and that in there. So what I did is I incorporated the Thankful Garden dies to make some leaves to go in the back, and I've used the designer series paper from the set. And I've used the greeting from Simply Said. And one thing I wanted to point out, I thought this was amazing and I didn't realize it until I had these side by side. The font in the Simply Said is the same as the font in the Thankful Garden. So, you know, like birthday wishes with love, the font is the same. So you could pair these up. So anyway, I just thought that that was really amazing that the fonts were the same. So anyway, on to the video. So this is probably one of the busiest cards I've ever made. I do like a little bit of kind of blank space so your eye can rest, but this is busy, busy, busy. This one is on a Timid Tiger card base. And what I want to do with this is a fun fold that I will also be using on Junk Journal Wednesday this week, but there's 4 pockets in there. There's this one, there's this one, there's this one, and there's this one. And you may think, well, it's open so there can't be a pocket, but it actually doesn't. Now I can't even unfold it. It's this one here. You could always put a little piece of tape across the bottom if you wanted to. And you can change how wide these are just based on how you fold your paper. This one, you'll notice that this piece, I've done the reverse here, the same piece of paper, but this is the reverse. This piece is actually wider than this piece here. And it's all in how you fold the paper. So let's get to how to fold the paper. So I'm just going to pop this open. There's no glue required. You need a 6x8 piece of double-sided paper. And this one I folded with the pattern side towards me so that when I folded it, I had the solid side wrapping around the front. This one, I want the flowered side wrapping around the front. So this is 8x6. So you're just going to fold this up and over. So there's about 1 inch on each side. So it's going to be uneven. Then you're going to fold this in. Sorry, you're going to fold it this way. So same thing, 6x8. You're going to fold this up so that you've got about 1 inch on each edge. Then you're going to fold this in, and this is where the magic is. If you've only folded in this much, this piece will be wider. So you fold this in, making sure you're straight along the edge, and you'll have a little bit of overlap here, and that's fine. Then you're going to take your other side, fold it in, and you're going to tuck it inside like that. Use your bone folder to straighten everything out. So I'm going to do that again. You've got your 8x6. You're going to fold up from the bottom so that you've got about 1 inch on each side. You're going to fold the top piece down like this. And again, how far you fold it in depends, gives you this kind of width here. So up, over, and then the bottom corner comes up as well, and you just tuck it in. So if you wanted to use those pockets, you're going to want to put a little bit of adhesive here, but super easy. You don't need any adhesive at all. I'm going to do it one more time for those of you who are desperately trying to follow along, and I'm going too fast. So whatever side you want to be the outside of your fold goes down. So this is the inside of the fold. You're going to fold up from the bottom corner, 1 inch, 1 inch, fold down, fold back up, and tuck in. So that's your fold. And I'm going to, again, I'm going to do this on Wednesday for the junk journal. But then it's super easy to put together. This one, again, on Timid Tiger. This one I'm going to do on Old Olive because I want to really pull out the green in the leaves on this one. And I thought about doing this way up. But I think we lose the focus on the front of the card if we do that. So I'm going to leave this as the polka dots. And I'm going to get some adhesive out. Just pop this on. I love this paper. I quite often will do that. I will just buy the paper. So, okay. And we're going to pop this down like that. Okay. And then we're going to pop this on. Now this is about, it's probably about 3.5 inches wide, or 3 inches wide. We've got a 1/2 inch on each side. I didn't measure it. All I know is that it fits on the front of the card. If you do it, it's a 6 by 8. This is an 8.5 by 11 that I folded just to kind of practice. And I think I tore it. No, I left this one. This is an 8.5 by 11 just to kind of see how it all works. So I sized it down for this. So I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of this piece. Like this. And then I'm going to pop it down on the card, just centering it down and making sure that I am even and that I'm inside here. So this is where we start to see how if I'd have put it on the other background, we would have lost this. So then I'm just putting a little bit of adhesive on the back of these leaves like this. And again, these are from the Thankful Garden. These are the Thankful Garden dies. And this gets popped in like this. I'm going to pop that down. Then I'll put some adhesive on the back of these leaves. And this one goes in this pocket like that. Okay. And then we just load up the front. And I just wanted to share, Wendy Lee, SU Wendy Lee, had this tip about, a couple months ago about using packing tape. And this is just plain old packing tape, and putting it over top and then cutting out, and it gives it that kind of glossy image. You can do the same thing with clear heat embossing powder if you want, but this was super, super cute. This one I did it over the whole thing, so the leaves and the lavender stem here are shiny as well. For these ones, I just did it up kind of to the top of the glass, so that the things sticking out of the glass aren't shiny, except the little bit there that I got on there. But anyway, so that's a really cute tip. I literally just cut these out, laid the packing tape over top, and then cut the packing tape around. So I'm going to flat mount this one, kind of right in the middle, like that. And then I'm going to use dimensionals on the other pieces like this. And these are all hand cut out. I just fussy cut them out because again, I don't have the dies. Honestly, if you've got some patience, you should be good. Okay, and I think this one's going here and this one's going here. So yes, so I'm going to pop this one down here like this, a little offset, a little bit lower, just a touch, just to give it a little bit of dimension. Like these are more further forward, so they would appear to be lower on the table. So we're just going to do that like that. And then we've got that little bit of greenery echoing down here. And again, the thanks is from the Simply Said, and I used one of the More Memories die cuts to cut this out. What I did is I took some basic white paper and I just cut a whole bunch out. So I've got all of these blanks now that I can use for greetings. So I'm just going to put a dimensional in the middle of this one like this, because it's going to sit between those two pieces that are already dimensionalized. And we're going to pop that down, make sure we're straight, and give it a push. And I've got the 2025, 2027 in color flat pearls. And I'm going to use, maybe I'll use the Timid Tiger ones on this one. And I'm just going to pop them down just to kind of bring the eye around a little bit. And there we go. So there we've got our 2 cards, this one on Timid Tiger, this one on Old Olive, using the Celebratory Sips Designer Series paper. So let me know which one you prefer. And if you liked the packing tape tip that I learned from Wendy Lee. Thank you so much for watching, and let's create together again soon.